TMan978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, TMan978. Right now I'm going to be taking a look at G.I. Joe Classified Series G.I. Joe member Shipwreck. He is number 70. The Arctic Bat Trooper was 69. Back here we see his accessories that they're showing, and that he is 6.3 inches and 160 millimeters. So yeah, there we are with this. Let's get him out of there. Here's something interesting. They wanted his hat to stay on, so they put this little piece of cardboard in there. Also, I got this off Amazon. Link in the description for where you can get it on Amazon. Spoiler for the end of my video, but I want to acknowledge the people who actually signed up with Whatnot using my code in the description. The names that are unread, extra thank you to you guys, because they actually made purchases and that money came in handy that I got from that. So definitely thank you, and thank you for any future person that signs up. I will try to acknowledge you guys more, or like once a month, or however quickly it happens. Here's Shipwreck looking classic as ever out of the packaging with his 6 main accessories. Outside of the 6 main accessories, he does have this gun holster, which technically can be removed, and this belt right here, this utility belt with another gun holster and a hook. It's like permanently attached right there, but if you wanted to, it could be removed. And here's a question I have for you guys. This hat hairpiece is removable and can be replaced with this. Would you consider this hat hairpiece an accessory, even though without it, he has a weird bald head? Let me know in the comments. First off, he comes with this rope right here that has this hook on there and a peg hole right there. That's designed so that the hook will be on his back when you put it on. The best way to get it on is to stick his arm straight up and put it over the head and the arm at the same time and let it drop, and the hook will be on the back like that. You get this grapple hook right here, fully painted silver with a hook loop right there. Optionally, you can put it here in the front if you want, but I prefer it to be in the back because I would imagine that being annoying, bumping into my leg all day. But I guess he could put it wherever he sees fit during his mission. You get this smaller pistol right here. Look at that. See the details in that? As you can see, it just has a peg barrel, so you can't put any like blast effects inside of it. But I'm pretty sure they have blast effects that you can port over. Here's the gun holster up close. That's as deep as you can get that in there. Here's his old school shotgun looking thingy. It almost looks like a hybrid harpoon gun, but it's a shotgun. It has this right here. I guess you could hang this from the loop, but he does have this specific gun holster for that. So you put that here, or looking at how it's curved that way, is it supposed to be like this, so he can grab it with his right hand. I'm gonna go with that, whether it's right or wrong. Here is his poly accessory. They upgraded him in a clever way where he has a actual peg for a leg. So that gives him pirate detail, and it's actually useful. The one thing that's boring is they didn't paint his regular foot claws right there. So that being all green does look cheap. But I imagine putting some type of yellow paint on there would be fairly easy. You shouldn't have to do that, but it has no articulation at all. It's just an accessory. Shipwreck has a peg in his forearm right here, right before his wrist. Polly can peg into that nice and chill. Or so that Shipwreck can have 2 free hands, you can peg him into the rope right there. So that's cool. Shipwreck comes with one more accessory, the hairpiece. I'll get into that later after you see this. This came out good. I think it's all brown plastic, and that had a little tiny scrape out of packaging. but luckily that's on the back. Here's the top. But the face sculpt came out very good to me. Pictures I've been seeing online, I'm guessing mileage will vary. Things looked a mess. And you know, everybody who has a problem is going to make sure everybody knows they got a problem. So there you go with that. Here's the chest hair. Here's this detail right here. Two things aesthetically I have a problem with as far as his look. One being the elbows are suffering from that situation where they look, depending on the light and the angle, they appear to be brighter than the rest of his arm. As you can see, he has this tattoo right here of a shark with a harpoon in it. And I'm guessing this is like the Navy logo, because I know GIJOE has that. But anyhow, his jeans, they painted on some wear right here. I don't know if you can see that, but this part of his jeans is like a lighter, so it's not all one color. Here's the cuffs right here, and here is his boots, if you can see those. I think they're designed to look like some of the other boots they have out there, but of course the other people's boots come up. They don't wear their pants over the boots for the most part. And here's the detail on his butt pockets. Let me get into that. There we are. And let me make sure you see this belt buckle right there. The Navy-like detail right there. Let me make sure that I'm calling out the right branch. Well, let me pop this Navy Marine Corps logo up there. That's what it's similar to. I know that's what GIJOE has on. I think GIJOE is Marine all the way, but Shipwreck will be part of the Navy part of that. Anyway, my last aesthetic problem that I have with him, besides the elbows being a little bit lighter, that I am not used to that on a G.I.Joe Classified series. Typically, you know the hinge is there, but it's typically covered all the way. For whatever reason, they decided to do that. I guess because of poly, but now his arms end up going up way more than 90. Typically, it would be covered like that, and I use CoverGirl for that. But anywho, her arm goes out 90 degrees, which is good enough. And I know she has on this jacket, but trust me, you do not see the hinge that much. So I don't know why they went with that aesthetic. But anywho, take the hair off, put this one on, and here's what he looks like relaxed when he's just in the mess hall or wherever. Kind of off duty and relaxed. But I like it. That's still good to me. Stealing this idea from True Starscreamer's daughter that he mentioned in his review, I use the ties that tie him to the box to hook to this grappling hook, so you can do that since the rope doesn't unravel for real. True, T-R-U, Starscreamer. He has all the same good articulation you expect from this line, so I'll go over the key points. You can check out my playlist for more. Every one of these guys has the ball joint at the waist and the super duper ab crunch if they don't have on tactical gear. I showed off the shoulder articulation. Every wrist, or both wrists I should say, do this articulation as well as rotate. And you see the full extent of his elbow bend right there. His ankles, because of the way this is sculpted, they don't go back as far as Hasbro's normally go back. It goes back that much, comes forward that much, and he does have rotation in lieu of a boot swivel or a shin swivel. So I love that they made sure to add that. The ability to look up. You can actually do that a lot. Let me bring this down. Let me make sure his body is straight. But he can look up that much without popping the head off. You can look down and of course tilt the neck side to side because of the ball joint down in there. So you get a lot of range off the top dumbbell. So you're good to go. Here he is compared to some of his crewmates right there. So yeah, he looks good with them. He stands out a lot and almost has on Cobra colors in comparison to the rest of these guys. I never even thought about that. But I'm gonna end it here. Hasbro lines are typically around the same height. There's Star Wars Black Series, which doesn't really mesh well with other lines, other more realistic Earth lines. Anyway, they're shorter typically, but yeah, here we are with this. I like them. I only had a few minor gripes that I mentioned, so hope you were paying attention. Like I said, link in the description for where you can get this guy on Amazon if it's still available. Check for availability. Don't pay more than $24.99. That's the current price as of this posting. Now, if you're like a year later, you're screwed. You might have to pay more. Anyway, thank you for watching. Until next time, TMan978 out of here.
Figure action. That one's me. Join the Syndicate Toy Hunters Facebook group. Link in the description. Click the videos.